Hey guys, this is Frances here and welcome. And I want to show you a couple exercises to help with your balance. Do you ever wonder how balance can be something that is not something we ever think of, and then all of a sudden we're kind of not as steady on our feet? Balance is one of those things that I see over time. It just, like I like to tell my students, it just kind of sneaks away while I'm not looking. So it's one of those things that we want to keep working on. And so here's a simple, silly kind of exercise. I do this with my clients all the time, and it's kind of fun anyway. I call it the T for 2, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is start with a softness to our knees, a little bit of bounce. And we start literally like that. We just little bounce, 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 a little bit of movement. And then shift your weight to one foot. And we're going to tap our other foot. We hit a couple of corners. We go front and side and back and side. Okay, so it's just a simple toe tap to different areas in space with a little bounce, little softness. The knee's tracking right over the second toe, and actually that little bentness to the knee is a little bit more fortifying. It's good to work the knees with a little bentness to them as well at once from time to time. So here's the exercise. We just go front and back and side and back again, front and back. Sorry, I'm saying all the wrong words. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm wanting to do that little T for 2 song that you can think of, that I like to think of as we do this exercise. Okay, and it just makes time go a little bit, with a little bit of softness, a little bit of bounce to it. It makes a little bit of fun and silly. So ready? Here we go on the second side. Here we go. Ready? T for 2 and 2 for T. Me for you and you for me. Okay, so that's the exercise. That's the beginning of it. So it's 16 counts roughly. All right, and let's do it again. So little bounce to it. Okay, first side, T for 2 and 2 for P. That's it. Now the arms can go wherever you want, just kind of wherever it feels good. What you don't want to do is split your weight between where your feet are. You really want to stay on one leg, and that's the thing. Essentially balancing, we're on one leg. When we're walking, or I taught a yoga for runners class once. I think, Mindy Solkin, I think that was her name, the running coach. I worked with her teaching yoga for runners. And what she was talking about was that running is essentially a one-legged sport. And what I took from that is that walking is essentially the same thing, right? So walking and maintaining a nice gait is really important to be able to balance on one leg. And that's essentially the skill we're trying to build here. So let's do the second side. Here we go. Ready? We go T for 2 and 2 for T, me for you, and you for me. Now we make it a little more challenging. I like to think of this as our big finish, right? I like to think of like Fred and Ginger with her skirt flaring like a. So now we're going to do a little bit more challenging. So we come all the way to the front, and then we go all the way to the back. Big finish, right? Dun, dun, dun. Now we're just on one leg a little longer, right? And we're moving our torso a little bit. There's a little bit of rotational aspect to it, right? We keep going. Now your arms again can do whatever you want. Counterbalancing with the opposite arm front is a good idea. It will be challenging if your balance is not working so well. If you have any injuries that you're working through, if you have any knee issues, hip issues, foot issues. So take it easy, give yourself a break, and we do the other side. Again, roughly 16 counts, right? Here we go. Big finish. Da-da, 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 right? On one leg. Da-da, 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 da-da. You can sing whatever song you want, okay? Here we go. That's it. Okay, so a little bit of silliness, a little bit of working with your balance. I've gone as far as to teach line dancing to some of my older students. I had at one time 2 of my favorite ladies that I was working with. They were both, I think it was 83 at the time, or gosh, it was it was up there. But I remember really specifically working with one. We did the T for Two. It was kind of fun. I had a little bit of memory of, the song, but also we literally, I'm going to tell you a little secret here. I was teaching my my youngest kid was in 5th grade, and we did a line dance in their school show. And so I was learning this line dance, and I taught it to my client. And the amazing thing was, maybe I'll do that in another video. The amazing thing was, it really was a challenge for the balance, for the mental clarity, and also a moment to practice just letting go of feeling like it has to be perfect and just move your body. Just move your body. So I hope that this little T for Two kind of fun little silly balance exercise moment is helpful for you. If you are not challenged with balance yourself, perhaps you know someone who is, and you might share this video with them. You can hit the subscribe button if it's helpful for you. And hopefully we're just going to keep you flowing and going and moving and maintain your balance. Don't let it sneak away while you're not looking, okay? So I hope that's helpful, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much. Mwah.